Hello guys, welcome to Learn Everything for Free. In this video, I'll be showing us how to run testnet. Okay, but before we go into how to run testnet, there are certain tools or application that you need to install on your device. Okay, but before we go deeply into testnet, okay, you need MetaMask. Okay, let me just talk about one of the tools you need. You need MetaMask. Now, I want you to know that MetaMask is of two types. Okay, we have the MetaMask extension and the MetaMask application. Now, the MetaMask application happen to be the one that you have in your mobile phone. Okay, it is limited. You cannot run certain things there. For example, you can only run few test nets. In fact, I won't tell you you get the maximum, should I say, the desired results, okay, when you use the mobile MetaMask, okay, because of the inbuilt, or should I say, the dapps browser. But the extension kind of MetaMask, if you should use that one to run testnet, you get what you're looking for. You get the desired result. Why? Now, the extension MetaMask happen to, should I say, is extended to, should I say, advanced user, where developers can actually make use. For example, you want to create a token. Okay, you want to create a token under Ethereum network. Now you can't use the mobile phone MetaMask to do that. Okay, to do that, you need that of the extension to run all of that. So we're not talking about the token stuff for now. So I want to show you different between what the mobile MetaMask and the extension mobile MetaMask, because we need these tools what to create testnet. You don't need that of the mobile app per se, but you need that of the system, which is the extension MetaMask. Now the reason I'm showing us the one on my screen now is just so I point out some settings. Okay, these same settings or features you are seeing here, you can also see them. You find them, okay, you find them in that of the extension, which is the one for PC users. Okay, when I talk about extension MetaMask, it's actually meant for PC users, but for thank God for the help of few developers and programmers that created and browsers like Kiwi browser, Yandex browsers. These browsers actually have features for extension. That means you can install extension on those browsers. So that means apps that can actually run on PC, you can run some of those same apps, okay, on your mobile phone. That's the extension, but not with every browser. Your default Chrome browser can do that, but your Yandex browser can do it. Okay, now I'm just showing you so you get used to this feature, because so these features we might not talk about some of these things by the time we move to the extension. Okay, now the settings. Now within these settings, I will explain some of these settings when we are actually looking into the MetaMask. But for now, I want to talk about testnet. Okay, the essence of this video is to talk about testnet, what testnet is all about. People just run testnet without knowing what they are even running. They just run testnet because they hear, okay, they'll give $1,000, $500, $200, $50, $10 just for running sake. Okay, but they forget the fact that you are running testnet to give them feedback. And when you skip that part of feedback, you may not get your results. You may not get anything from there because you don't know what you're actually doing. Now let me explain. Now, what is testnet, for example? Now, it's just simple. I'll use this lame explanation. Just like a puppy or a student, okay, in the class, after running maybe first term, second term, should I say a particular session, maybe program in that session. Now they now issue a test before the exam. Now if that student, you know what a test means, just to examine to see if learning has actually taken place. Now if that puppy or student fails that test, now it's a challenge for to the teacher to either work on that child, okay, know where that child fault is and all those things. Now by the time the child knows, it's just like feedback. When that child fails, the teacher correct the child, develop the child more before you know it, before the final exam. So now if that child happen to learn, pick corrections and perfect some of those subjects, okay, and attempt the final exam, definitely there's every chance that child might pass the exam because he has gone through the test period. And yeah, maybe either if even if he had failed, but because the teacher actually worked on him, has worked on his failure or the lapses and all those things, becomes better for the exam, and you write the exam and come out good. The same thing is applicable in crypto space now. You cannot just create a coin, for example, for the developers. Now, I cannot create a project. It could be a swap project, for example. You can't create a sub project and just launch it direct. Now, before Binance created their own token and launched it to the main site, there was what they call test net. Okay, you have to test the coin, because if you don't test the coin, you just create a program or maybe a project, it could be a coin, and you launch it immediately. There's possibility that I might see bugs, okay. There's possibility that there are errors, okay, maybe at the point of swapping, maybe something else might happen, unexpected errors, you understand? So all these things are things that the developer or the project designer, whoever that has the project, is trying to avoid, okay, in the mainnet. So they need testers like us. So we are testers, okay, running this project to test this project. Yes, they have team members, but if let's say a team member of 5 or 10 persons now run the testnet themselves, they might not get some error, you might not see some bugs. But when they throw it up to the world, you need to run to for testers over the world to run these things. There's every time that if Mr. A did not see any mistake, any bug, Mr. B or Mr. C or down to Mr. Z might definitely, discover one or two bugs or error, okay, in that project and complain and give them feedback. So when you give them feedback, they will better what the mainnet. That's what it means. So you see better mainnet better BETA. That means they will better it. They'll make it good. Okay. So that's just there's some testing. So if you're running testnet, please sometimes there's some stages you get where you see errors. I know I'm giving us these tips because by the time we start or we go full into the testnet now, I won't be mentioning some of these things again. You are swapping a particular token, you're running a testnet, and you eventually come across maybe one or two error while performing those tasks. Please always learn to screenshot, because you don't know what you upload. At the end of the day, they might ask you for feedback and they'll tell you, okay, upload screenshot of the error you encountered. Now when you don't do things like screenshotting these things and you want to submit the form, you can't go back to run the test the second time. You've missed that chances of uploading one or two errors. I'm just giving you some tips from experience, personal experience as a tester. Okay, so you need some of this idea to screenshot some of those literally. So at the end of the day, when you give them feedback, you'll be like, okay, why trying to swap this token? My phone went down, my phone fell off, and my USDC I was charged from the mainnet, it did not connect. Well, it did not connect. Explain this in so that you're helping the developers to work more on that project. So that's the testnet. You are tester testing the project, okay, and there's money when you test. It's not free because you're spending time there. So some test project might give you from $20-$50 to $1,000, $2,000, $3,000 depending on the tax that was given to you. Okay, so that's just what testnet is. So I hope I'm able to explain testnet, and you also know what MetaMask, just little of it, actually is. Now in our next video, now I'll be showing us how to set up MetaMask, okay, how to run network. So I will show you how to run network on MetaMask and the rest of them. Okay, that's in the next video. I hope you love the video. Please do not forget to subscribe, do not forget to share, do not forget to like the video, and there's a link below if you want to join our airdrop group, okay, which is also the tutorial group too. You can click on that link to join our classes and also get legit airdrop too. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.